If you or someone you know has had cosmetic dentistry, you may have heard them say, it just doesn't look right. That's because the strange appearance could be due to an unsightly gum line or the shape, color, size, or even texture of the material used during the procedure. You see, when it comes to cosmetic dental work, there really is an art to getting it right. Here to tell us more about aesthetic dentistry is Dr. Ray Becker of Howard County Smiles Family Dentistry. Welcome.
Hi, Elsa. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
I know that cosmetic dentistry is a lot more than just a pretty smile. Explain to us what it's all about.
Well, like you said, it comes down to having everything fit and look proper and having the ability to artistically see the differences between where the patient is and where they would like to be. That visualization, I think, is very, very important. That's a talent that, say, dentists may or may not have.
So if someone's considering aesthetic dentistry, how do they find the right dentist?
Well, a lot of times you can find by the work that they've done. See the actual work that they've done. See if it's work that they actually did instead of just work that's off the shelf or they put on their web page from, say, stock photographs or something of that nature. So you want to see their work. A lot of times credentials are helpful too, just people who have a certain interest in different things such as the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, different variety of groups like that. But more importantly than that, I believe, is the actual capabilities of the individual and what their background is in art.
Yes, and that's what I was going to ask you about too, because we said there's an art to it, but for you, there really is an art to it. You have an art background.
Yeah, I went into dentistry because I wanted to be a doctor, and yet I absolutely adored art, and I was very into art. So to me, it was a natural expression of being able to do that. And dentistry is a hands-on profession. It's not just a typical medical type profession where you cure people and you use your mind. You obviously use that well in dentistry as well. But it is absolutely something that is directly a result of what you're putting in somebody's mouth and what they're going to live with for the results that you create.
And you said your staff also has some art backgrounds.
Yeah, my lab technician, my lead lab technician actually has a degree in studio arts, and she's very, very gifted. She went into school. She had $160,000 in art scholarships, so she's very, very gifted.
Wow.
So we're into art as an expression, dentistry as an expression of art, for that matter.
And for your customers, they come in, I mean, I'm looking at these before and afters. People, when you change a smile, you really change a life. That's not overselling it.
Oh, they absolutely, we a lot of times will have a patient literally cry as a result. We hope it's a good result. No,
Yes.
no, it's a good cry,
Yes.
but it does change their perspective. And we've had people tell us that for the first time ever, they went out and felt comfortable to go out dancing with their husband, or they enjoy their smile now instead of being always conscious of it.
Right, and they're smiling from the outside or from the inside out.
Yeah,
their confidence has been built.
The smile is a very important part of the human psyche. We all know that. So it's something that's very, very, I feel blessed to be able to help people with that.
Yeah. And this technology that you have is the CEREC technology?
CEREC, yeah, CEREC.
Talk about that.
Well, the nice thing about that is we actually have complete control over the results. We can create these results and the results that you've seen in just one sitting. So,
really?
One sitting, yeah.
Because normally I'm looking at these before and afters, and you would think you'd coming back for weeks and weeks.
That's one day. They walk out that day, and in an hour or 2 hours, sometimes as much as 2.5 hours, they'll come out with those results that you see.
That is amazing.
So, yeah, and it allows us complete control. So if you're into that aspect of delivering that type of dentistry, it allows you to create those results right there live. So it's not like you send it to a lab and, well, the lab, the dentist will say, well, it didn't come back the way I wanted. And then we can't blame anybody but ourselves.
Exactly. So for more information, they can go to Howard County Smiles. Also, make that call at 410-730-4674. Dr. Becker, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much
really
for having me.
Appreciate
you.
Of course.
Thank
and we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.
Thank you.